sì bá wa kẹ́ wọn. Ẹ rí pé blogging náà ó ti wà redefined. Blogging ti wà redefined. Imagine if justice is data. And yes, àti àwọn blogger gidi. Òun sí àwọn blogger paru-paru. Òun ní àwọn blogger paru-paru. Lákọjọ́ tí very dark man ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí kìíní yìí. Ìgbà tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló ń mẹ́nu bà kìíní yìí. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ kò sẹ́.
Okay, if you are joining me, let me know your location and your highest academic qualification. You don't need to mention, well, I can see your name anyway, but I'm not going to call your name. We still have like 6 minutes to start off. I appreciate the early comers. Thank you for your time. I know 1 p.m. GMT may not be convenient for everyone. So thank you. Let me see whether I can scroll to where I can see comments. Please help me to share the video so that other people can see it and also come on board. Let's see. And let me know where you saw the link from. Is it from Facebook, TikTok, or LinkedIn? So I can track the streaming. Thank you, big sister from Hertfordshire. I'm not going to call your name for anonymity. Auntie, you're welcome, ma. Thank you so much. Please help me share the link so that other people can see it. It's cold right now, so I need to cover my hair. Give me a moment, 1 minute. It's pretty cold. 1 minute. Yeah. My location is very cold this morning. We've been doing below. Thank you. We've been doing below 0 degrees to 6 degrees. Today we are 6 degrees, so honestly it's freezing. Even with the heater, it's cold. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know your location, the country you are streaming from. Let me know where you saw the link. Is it from Facebook? Is it TikTok? Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Because you know I just shared it all over. I'm not going to mention your name, so I'm going to acknowledge you by your location and by your highest qualification. Just to save just to hide you under anonymity. Okay, so I'm not going to call anybody's name. Okay, let me close. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. It's going to be an explosive moment. I'm going to reveal as much information as you will need to help you with the subject matter. So please, for those of you on board, kindly share this stream for other people to see it and for them to come on board. Thank you for sharing. Let me have your love and likes. We are going to start at the dot of 1 GMT, but I'm going to give like 10 minutes grace. Okay, thank you from LinkedIn. My doctor, my beautiful sis. Is it going to be recorded? I don't know whether live streams are recorded, my brother, my doc. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll share it now. Once it's done, it will be automatically shared, so you'll see it on my Facebook space, but I don't know whether it can be recorded because it's live. I don't know whether they record live, honestly. I'm not that tech savvy, but you see the concluded stream once I'm done. You see the concluded stream. Please let me know where you saw the link. Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Is it on TikTok? Is it from Instagram? Is it from YouTube? Because you know me now. I know how to make some positive noise. So I share the links all over my 6 platforms. Okay, from UK, LinkedIn. Thank you, sir. I'm not going to mention anybody's name for anonymity. Some people don't like their names being mentioned, so I have to respect that. So I'm not going to mention your name. Please tell me the country you are streaming from. Please let me know your country from LinkedIn. Thank you so much, sir. I saw the link on LinkedIn. Wow. Thank you so much. PhD student from UK. Thank you so much. My beautiful brother who is always helping me to share my Facebook post. You know yourself. I'm not going to mention you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Okay. My brother from Pakistan. You saw the link from Facebook. Thank you. As you are coming on board, please help me to share it. Please click on the share button. I want as many people to get this information. Please, please, and please share this link, okay? Share this live stream. I'm pleading. I'm pleading. You know me now. You know me. You know me. I'm pleading. I'm pleading. Help me to share this link. Please click on the share button. Watching from the UK. God bless you so much. Big sister, I know now you are watching from our place, you know. That place in the UK. Thank you so much, sir. Please help me. Put your hands on the share button, guys. Please help me. We have 10 people streaming now, and I'm expecting more people to come in. As many people as we come in, that will be fine. No problem, no hassles. So even if I have 10 people hearing this, if I'm able to change the lives of 10 people, I think I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled. That is laughing. You know that place now, that place in South England. Don't let me mention your location. That place, you know, that place. Wow, from Malawi, Consulate General. Thank you so much, sir. I'm not going to mention your name, but thank you for joining me from Malawi. Thank you so much. Wow, Malawi. Beautiful country in the south of Africa. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. My energy is out of this. My brother, even me, I'm tired of myself. Honestly, when I'm down, people will not even believe me. That is the problem. Honestly. It's been like that for years, more than 40 years. What is 40? Since I was born. I'm trying to slow down. I can't even help it. Honestly. Thank you so much, sir. Please put your hands on the like button. Put your hand on the like and the love button. Let me love and like, you know, so that Facebook can help me to, you know, use the algorithm to share to as many people, you know, on Facebook. Help me love and like. Help me click on the share button. Don't be stingy with your share button. Click on the share button now. Don't be stingy. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about to start. It's going to be explosive. Forget it. Explosive. So make sure you have your writing materials. For me not to miss any information, you can see I have my notes here. Okay? Notes, because I don't want to miss any information. I don't want to miss any information, honestly. So make sure you have your writing materials so that you can jot some things that pertains to you. Everything I'm going to say may not be relevant to you, but it will be mostly relevant to you. Global Talent Visa is a visa for anyone who is aspiring to have a PhD, who is currently undergoing a PhD program, and who has a PhD. Just listen. So if you are within the PhD cluster, you need to hear me. You know now, you need to hear the Crunch Queen. I am the authentic Crunch Queen, the one and only. I'm the one that gave the title to myself, oh, but God stamped it. You know, you can give yourself a title, and the Father in heaven will say, this babe, let me stamp this title. So that Crunch Queen is self-given, but stamped by the Most High. Oh yeah, click on the share button, people. Click on the share button, help me love and like, while we wait for a few minutes for others to join. I have 11 people streaming looking at me. Thank you. 4 people who have clicked on the share button. I appreciate you for sharing. Thank you. 8 people have liked it. I've not seen love. Oh, I be the love and like are together. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. 8 likes, okay, and I'm seeing 11 people. At least one person should like now. That will give me 9 likes or 9 loves. Okay. We'll be starting in a moment. In a moment. In a moment. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate the gesture. Thank you so much. I'm not taking this for granted, because I know it takes a lot of time and energy, resources for you to connect on a live stream. I know what it takes, so I'm not taking it for granted. So once again, thank you for coming. First of all, thank you for acknowledging that you need this information. Thank you for participating, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. Okay. By my time, this is 13:06, so we are 6 minutes past the hour. As more people come on board, I will acknowledge their presence. Watching from Ethiopia, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm not going to mention your name, but I'm going to mention your location. And please tell me your highest qualification, okay? Let me know your highest qualification, and let me know where you saw the link. Is it from Facebook? Is it from LinkedIn? Is it from TikTok? Is it from Instagram or YouTube? I just want to connect with you to know your country of residence, where you're streaming from, your highest qualification, and where you saw the link from, okay? But I'm not going to mention your name, but I'm going to use this yardstick to acknowledge you. So thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, my Egyptian. I don't know whether your name is a male or a female, so I'll just say my Egyptian colleague. Because you have a PhD in economics. Okay, you got the link from LinkedIn and you hold a PhD. Thank you, thank you. You are my colleague too, because I also hold a PhD in economics. So I have 2 PhD in economics. I have a postdoc, big boy. Big boy from Sun City. Okay, that's my big brother from Sun City. My big boy from Sun City. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's get started. Please, as you come in, I'm going to stress, I'm going to plead, I'm going to ask you, click on the share button and let me have your love and like, at least to encourage me, okay? Click on the share button, love and like, to encourage me. All right, so I'm going to talk explosively, okay, about the UK Global Talent Visa. I'm going to give you a tell-all information, okay? So I'm going to ask you to get at least a writing material. For everything I'm going to say, I also have mine, so I don't miss out any information. Now, this is how I'm going to roll it out. I will first tell you everything you need to know about the Global Talent Visa. The link to this global talent visa is on my page. I can't comment now because Facebook has restricted me. So I still have 7 weeks of grace. I still have 7 weeks ban. So I can't make any comments, okay? So if you want me to respond to your comment and you're on Facebook, you will have to give me 7 days. You'll be rest assured I will comment. You know me. My response rates, I'm not overblowing it. My response rate is 99%. I respond. And I've kept that over the years. It's in my blood. I can't change it. But if you're on Facebook and you make a comment and you want me to respond, give me 7 days. When the ban is over, I don't care how many people have commented, I will respond. Thank you, my PhD accountant. Let me know where you're connecting from, the country, and where you saw the link. I'm not going to mention your name, but I'm going to acknowledge you by your title and by your location. If you're on LinkedIn and you make a comment, I will respond to you on LinkedIn. I don't know how that's going to work. I have the post on LinkedIn. So if you go back to that post on LinkedIn after the live stream and you make a comment, I will respond to you within 48 hours, today, tomorrow. So for anybody commenting, whether on Facebook, whether on TikTok, whether on LinkedIn, please do me a favor. Make it very brief to save time. Make it very brief because whatever you are going to say, I will have covered it here. So please make it very, very brief for me to answer. If your comment is too long, I will tell you, too long, I didn't read. I will tell you. If you want to ask a question, not more than 3 questions, I'm pegging it. If at all you have a question that you know I did not cover, thank you, welcome on board my PhD Finance. Let me know your country and let me know where you saw the link, okay? I'm not going to mention your name. Back to my commenting. Please restrict your comments to like 3, maximum of 3 questions, and keep them brief. I will respond. Whether you are commenting after now on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on TikTok, I will definitely respond. Okay, so this will be the dynamics of the live stream. I will first give a general overview of the Global Talent Visa. It will be in detail. There are so many phases to it, so many. So make sure you pay attention to hear what I have to say about the general overview of the Global Talent Visa. Second phase, I will now give you my live testimony about how I got this visa in less than 8 weeks. Honestly, I got the visa in 7 weeks. That is the truth. I began the application in May and I got the visa in the 3rd week of July. It was a 7 weeks application. I started in late May and I got it 3rd week of July. In fact, I got the visa on my birthday, July 25. That is the truth. I got that visa, the letter dated, I saw it, you know. So just wait for it. Don't be in a hurry because you have a lot to take away from here. All right, let's get started. What is the fuss about the Global Talent Visa? Why am I making so much? Why am I creating so much awareness about the Global Talent Visa? Because I don't want to miss anything. I wrote them down. I'm making so much fuss about the Global Talent Visa because many people do not know what it takes. Many people are ignorant about what they need to do. Okay? So my goal is to enlighten you. If you have a PhD already, if you are a PhD candidate, or if you're about to go into the PhD program, you need to hear what I have to say. Okay? Now, the general overview of the Global Talent Visa is what I'm starting with. The Global Talent Visa, hear me, has less requirements and it is less stringent. It does not require you to have a pool of funds. Okay? You don't need an agent to package your application. You can do it yourself. It has the shortest route for you to get your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. It is a visa that does not have salary threshold. No, there is no salary threshold. The visa allows you to bring in your dependents to the UK. The visa does not have any employment stipulation that you must have employment before you get the visa. It doesn't have that. What did I write again? The visa allows you to switch jobs without informing the Home Office. You can move from one jobs to the other within the time of your visa. Okay? This is a visa. It also has the shortest processing time. In fact, the total processing time as pasted on the uk.gov website is 8 weeks total. So you can see it has the shortest processing time. You can imagine having such a visa in 2 months. Amazing. 2 months maximum. It is a work visa. The UK Global Talent Visa is a work visa, which gives you the right to live in the UK. The Global Talent Visa has unlimited renewals. 5 years. You can say it has unlimited validity. Thank you so much, my PhD brother streaming from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm not going to mention your name, but I'm going to mention your title and your location, and let me know where you saw the link from. Is it on LinkedIn or Facebook? Okay, thank you. So the Global Talent Visa, I can call it, is an unlimited visa. Unlimited in the sense that if it expires, you renew. If it expires, you renew. And it has a 5-year visa. It is a 5-year visa. Okay? If you are having exceptional talent like me, I can renew. Okay, no, I can apply for my indefinite leave to remain in 3 years. But it's a 5 years visa. If you are on exceptional promise, you will renew every 5 years, and you can apply for your ILR in 5 years. If you're on exceptional talent, you can apply for your ILR sorry, in 3 years. It's a good visa. Don't miss it. And I'm going to tell you, anybody can qualify. Just listen to what you have to do. Listen to what you have to do. Okay? Did I miss out anything? It doesn't have a language threshold. Okay? But at least, if you know you are coming to the UK, you need to brush up your English language. Because you may find yourself in the private or in the teaching sector. So make sure you are able to communicate in English, even though there is no language barrier. But like I said, if you are coming to the UK, you should be able to converse or communicate in English, at least in the minimum. Okay, I think I've covered up the basics. Okay, another thing, like I said, you don't need to have a job offer. Okay, so there is no employment stipulation that you must have a job. No, you don't need to have a job. Get your visa, come to the UK, and you can strap up your boots and start looking for work. And if you want to be your own self-employer, you can set up your business if you have the visa. Okay, so you don't have to have a job before you get the visa. No. Okay, now, who is eligible to apply for the Global Talent Visa? Who is eligible? You must be in the following fields: sciences, medicine, engineering, technology, social sciences, humanities, arts and culture, and digital technology. Okay, you must be in any of those fields. Digital technology, those ones I mentioned. Once you find yourself in that category, then you are eligible to look at the Global Talent Visa requirements and ask yourself, I think I can put my head into this and apply. Okay, now I use the peer review route, but before I go there, this visa is split into 2 stages: stage 1 and stage 2. The stage 1 is the endorsement stage. What the UK government did was that they identified 6 endorsers that will initially screen your application. So once you scale through the endorser will notify the UK.gov visa unit that so and so person has passed the endorsement. Then you can consider him or her for this visa. Let me say that again. The Global Talent Visa has 2 stages. endorsement stage, and the visa stage itself. The endorsement stage is stage 1, and the visa stage is stage 2. Endorser will first of all check your application. If you scale through, it will tick you for endorsement and pass you onto the uk.gov for the final visa. There are 6 endorsers. Okay, there are 6 endorsers that will first of all find you suitable before you can get the visa. Listen to the endorsers. There are 6 of them. We have the Royal Academy. We have the Royal Society. The Royal Society is the endorser for those in sciences. Okay, let me confirm what I wrote here so I can be on board. Yes, the Royal Society is for those in sciences and medicine. Okay, the British Academy will endorse anybody in humanities and social sciences. Okay, the Royal Society of Engineering is the 3rd endorser, and that unit will endorse anybody in engineering and technology. The 4th endorser is arts and culture, and they will endorse anybody in arts and architecture, okay, and food, tech, and fashion design. So those will be endorsed by the arts and culture. And number 5 endorser is Tech Nation. Okay, Tech Nation will endorse anyone in digital technology, and the digital technology category covers financial tech, it covers gaming, it covers cybersecurity, it covers digital engineering. Okay, first step is confusing. I will go over the first step. Don't worry. If you're a data developer, if you're a data programmer, your application will be sent to Tech Nation. And the final endorser, the number 6 endorser, is the UKRI. Okay, the UK for research and innovation is for anybody under innovation. Okay, so 6 endorsers. Okay, let me go over the first step, or you mean the first stage. The first stage is the endorsing stage. This is what the UK government did, because they don't know you, because they don't know your field, they don't know your specialty. So what they did was to contract 6 specialty bodies, let me call them that way. Somebody who can validate your specialty. Remember, they need experts. It doesn't matter your race or color. They don't want to know where you are coming from. This visa does not discriminate. Hear me, and hear me well. So if you are having phobia that you are coming from Asia, you are coming from Africa, will they take me? They will take you if you are qualified. Hear me, and hear me right. I got the visa right here in Nigeria. Yes. And from all you can see, I'm an African. So if you have what it takes, remove the fear from your mind. What they are after is, are you an expert as you claim in your field? And the only people who can validate if you're an expert are those 6 endorsing bodies. There are 6 of them. So what the UK government did will be to first of all send your application to the endorser of your field. I'm an economist, like you all know. So my application was sent to the British Academy. The British Academy will endorse anybody in economics, accounting, finance. You know now, those subjects in humanities and social sciences, you know them. Biz admin, marketing, they will send it to the British Academy. So my application, because I have a PhD in economics, was sent to the British Academy. That is the first step of the Global Talent Visa. And under the dynamics, the British Academy as the endorser should respond within 5 weeks. In my own case, the British Academy responded in 11 days. 11 days. So that is the first stage. If you're an accountant, if you have a PhD in accounting, your application will also be sent to the British Academy. If you're in banking and finance, you have a PhD in that field, your application will be sent to the British Academy. If you have a PhD in chemistry, physics, biology, agri science, food science, anything sciences, your application will be sent to the will be sent to the Royal Society. Because I'm not in sciences, pardon me. So if you're in sciences, your application will be sent to the Royal Society for endorsement. They will check your application and see, does so and so fit this visa? Is he or she an expert, as she claimed? I'm going to tell you the documentation you require. So relax, you will hear it, everything. So those are the 6 endorsing bodies. So once you scale through endorsement, you will get a notification. You are getting 2 notifications. The endorser will notify you that you have passed the endorsement stage, and the UK.gov visa unit will also notify you that you have scaled through the endorsement. You can now proceed to stage 2. In fact, in the UK requirements, the global talent visa requirements, they also suggest you can do your stage 1 and stage 2 at the same time. In my opinion, I will tell you, do them one step at a time. Get the feedback from the endorser before you go ahead for the visa proper. That is my honest advice. That is my honest opinion. Okay, I've told you now the 6 endorsers. Let's continue. Let me flip my book. Now, how do you get the endorsements? I've told you there are 6 endorsers, right? But how do you get the endorsement? You can get the endorsement in 4 ways. So let me pause now. If you're on the platform, please click on the share button. Encourage me by sharing. Click on the share button. Don't be too stingy with your share button. Also click on the like and the love so that Facebook can help me, promote this video organically, because I'm not going to pay for any advertisement or boost it. So click on the share button, click on the like and love. Show me some love, at least, to encourage me. I know we are both spending time, but I spent more time. I did more research to convey this meeting. It's at no cost. It's pro bono. It's free of charge. But please click on the share button and also give me some likes and some love. I will appreciate that. I will really appreciate that. Okay. I have told you about the 6 endorsing bodies, and listen and understand the ways by which you can get the endorsement. 4 ways. One of the ways is through peer review. Under peer review, your application is sent to the endorser of your research area. Peer review. Another way by which you can get the endorsement is if you can secure a senior appointment. So if you have secured a senior appointment from the level of associate professor, reader, or a full professorial cadre. Those are the conditions. A senior appointment, reader, associate professor, and a full professorial cadre, you can get the endorsement from your endorser. You push your application and your endorser will ratify, will validate, will verify to confirm whether indeed the senior appointment matches the criteria they want. Another way by which you can get an endorsement is when you have secured a grant, a research grant. So if I have a PhD in economics and I know I have a grant, they did not mention the amount. So maybe I got a grant for like £5,000 or $5,000 or $50,000 somewhere. I could use that as my stage 1 application, package it, tell them I have this grant, so and so, it will be well executed, blah blah blah, and the endorser will look at it and say, okay, Ngozi makes sense. This grant will make a huge impact if she comes here and she's able to do her research. Number 4, and the final way by which you can get the endorsement, is if you have a recognized fellowship. You know, on the uk.gov site for the global talent, they listed the recognized fellowship, the fellowship they can consider. So go on my page, click on the global talent visa, then maneuver to endorsers. You see their recognized fellowships. Okay, so if you have any of those recognized fellowships, you can package your application for stage 1. Remember, the stage 1 is the endorsement stage. Stage 1 is the stage at which you have to cross the endorsement hurdle. To me, that is the most difficult stage. Maybe that's why it will take 5 weeks for the endorser to come with a conclusion. The visa itself is 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So the endorsement stage takes the last chunk of the entire processing, because they don't want to get it wrong about you. They want to be sure that indeed your PhD in finance can be well utilized if you get to the UK. They want to be sure that your PhD in accountancy is not a fluke, that it is real, that it is genuine. They want to be sure that your PhD in chemistry can be utilized and it is well deserved. So it will take 5 weeks for that endorser to ratify you. I'm also going to give you the documentations for that. So don't be in a hurry to leave. So the 4 endorsers: peer review, having a secured senior appointment, having a recognized fellowship, and having a research grant. Out of these 4, in my opinion, I may be wrong, the peer review route is the easiest. And that is the route I used. The peer review route is the easiest. And that is the route I used. So this live stream, because I'm going to teach you what I know. I'm not going to teach you what I don't know. I'm a teacher. So I'm going to tell you the nitty-gritty of the peer review so that you don't get it wrong. I did not get it wrong. I understand what I'm saying. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. And I'm going to give you some ideas about what you will do, because I understand that our situations are not the same. So I'm going to give you some proxy ideas that you can use to scale through your own application. Okay, now I hope the first step is clear. My brother who typed in that the first step is confusing, let me know whether you understand the first stage. Please, I need your responses. If you know you have been following me, I can see 13 people live. If you know you understood the first stage, please type in the comment section. I'm going to wait for those comments. If you know you understood the first stage, please let me know so I can be sure. Thank you, Claire. I have one Claire. If I can get 3 or 4 Claires, that will be fine, so I can be sure that I am not speaking to myself. One person has given me a Claire that yes, he understands. If you know you understood the first stage, which is the endorsement stage. Thank you so much, my brother, my fellow PhD in economics. Thank you. Well understood. Thank you, my brother from Niger. That name is 100% Niger. Thank you so much, Claire. Good. Now I'm moving on to the second stage. See, guys, ladies, you see that second stage is a piece of cake. The only snag about the second stage is the IHS. Aside the IHS payment, which I'm also going to talk about, the visa stage is a walkover. Once you can scale through endorsement, congratulate yourself. It's as good as you have the visa. I can tell you for a fact, once you can scale through the endorsement stage, you will get the visa. Go and write it down. Once you can scale through, thank you so much, my brother who said loud and clear. Thank you, my pretty sister, my fellow dog. Thank you. Thank you. I'm encouraged. See, listen. Once you can scale through the endorsement stage, the visa has given us, let's say 90%. Let me give the remaining 10% to the documentations of the visa. So the endorsement stage is key. And I'm going to emphasize that when I get to the documentation. Now, let me go finally to the visa proper. For the endorsement stage, you know it's about money. The UK doesn't joke with their fees. Your total fees that you have to pay when you are sending your application is £524 for the endorsement stage. So please note it down. I can't type it because I have restriction. You are going to send the payment with the endorsement, okay? If you don't make the endorsement payment, they won't look at your endorsement. So the endorsement fee is £524. For you to know that the endorsement stage is the most critical, here the visa fee. The visa fee is $192. So the endorsement fee is almost 3 times that of the visa fee. And the reason is because the UK government has pushed the responsibility of verifying who you are to a third party. And those are the endorsers. And they need to pay the endorsers too. So the endorsement fee is £524, which you have to pay when you are sending your endorsement application for stage 1. Don't forget about the money. As you are packaging your documents, also prepare the money. The reason why my own application took 7 weeks was because I needed to look for the money. Honestly, that was why. Because the British Academy responded to me in 11 days. So I needed to look for the money for the IHS. It was a lot. I needed to look for the money. The visa fee was to me chicken change, £192. Even if I don't have it, I will call 2 or 3 people and they will borrow me the money. But the IHS, I needed to scrape everything I had to make the IHS payment. We'll get there in a moment. So that is stage 1. Stage 2. Once you get the notification that you have scaled through the endorsement, you have to put in for your visa application within 90 days. Please write it down. Don't miss it. You have a 90 days window. Thank you, I don't know whether your name is male or female, but you said clear. So thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Once you get the endorsement, you need to make the visa application within 90 days. Otherwise, you will lose the endorsement. And I know you won't want to do that. So that is why you do everything possible to get that visa application in within 90 days. If you know you have to borrow money for the IHS, borrow it. You will pay back. Tell the person I will pay you back. For people who know me, they know I say it the way it is. I pray you all get this endorsement. For all of you that are connected and are listening to me, I pray you get the endorsement. Once you have the endorsement, the biggest chunk of your visa application will be for you to pay your IHS, which is your immigration health surcharge. As at the time I did my application, the IHS was £624 per year, and you are mandated to pay for 5 years. Please write down the figure. I can't type, like I said, I'm under ban. I can't type. So I'm going to call the figures out so that you can understand. So the IHS, when I did mine last year, was 624. All of you are aware of the current immigration rules that they want to take into effect April next year. From April next year, the IHS will increase to 1035 per year. So if you know you got those figures, please type it for me. Type in the old and the new. Old is 624 per year. The new figure for IHS is 1035 per year. If you know you got those figures, please type it. I'm waiting for some people to type it so I can know we're on the same page. If you know you got the IHS figure for last year and the one they are proposing, please type it in the comment section. The old figure, £624 per year. The new proposed figure, £1034. Is it 1034 or 1035? Yes, it's 1035. Good. Yes, somebody has confirmed. Thank you. So that is the old / the new. Any other person got the figure? Maybe 2 more people, then I'll proceed. 2 more people. 624 was in place as of today. From April next year, the IHS will go to 1035. I want 2 more people to confirm that they got the figure, because I don't want you to get it wrong, and I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying. I don't want you to think I'm going to mislead you so that you don't. Thank you. Another person even put the pound sign. Thank you. I need one more confirmation so that you can understand that the IHS. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Now I can proceed. You know why I'm emphasizing this? So that you can know that you have a lot to start arranging. Okay, good. And you're going to pay for 5 years. That was what slowed me down. I had to look for the money, because I know that the UK needs me, and I've scaled through cool, you got the figures, and I scaled through the endorsement. So 624 times 5 as a then was costing me £3,120. Hey, Jesus. As a then in my country, we were changing. Thank you, my sister. That's correct. As at that time, I was changing £1 for 620 naira in the black market. You can't even get officially. They won't even sell to you. So 620 times 624 times 5 was what I was looking for. Here is endorsement. And I needed to do everything because I was tired of where I was. I was tired. So I had to start making calls. 624 times 620 times 5. I'm telling you reality, because people listening to me are adults. You are all matured. For anybody to have a PhD, you are not a child. You are a husband, you are a father, you are a mother, you are a wife, if you are married. So anybody listening to me, I know is matured. And I know that you will do everything legit for yourself and for your family. I knew this visa was good. I knew this visa is a life-changing visa. So I started making calls. And I told them what I needed the money for. I don't borrow. It's not in my gene to borrow. I hardly borrow. That is the truth. But for this one, I had to make calls. I needed so much money, because I needed £3,120 to move, to pay. Because if I don't attach that to the visa, I won't get the visa. So that was the gap between when I got the endorsement and when I filed the application. I think the gap was like 2 weeks. It was an excruciating 2 weeks. That was where the delay came from. I made calls. I made calls to friends mostly, because families won't help you. That is the truth. But there are good friends that will say, if Ngozi makes it, I know have made it. I called friends. I sold my assets. I sold assets. Hear me. My assets. I had buildings. I sold. I sold. I sold. I sold. I got money from my Teachable platform. Most of you know I have my Teachable platform. Now you are talking. That's a lot. Somebody said close to 130k South Africa rand. That is a lot of money by our standard. I did everything legit. Not illegal. You know I won't do anything illegal. I did everything legit to raise the money. In 14 days, I put in my application. I was tired of where I was. I want you to do the same if you get the endorsements. Reach out to people that can help you. Some may say they don't have. In honesty, maybe they don't have. Good. Move on to other people. Move on to other people. If you need to borrow even the lump sum from one person, tell the person, if I get a job in the UK, I will pay you off. Just tell the person I will pay you off in 3 months. See, you will pay off the person maybe in 1 month or 2 months. But not to maybe stress yourself. You can say, okay, give me 3 to 6 months, I will pay you back. You see the money? That's a lot. 3 mil in naira. I didn't have it. That was 10. But now you are looking at 1035 times 5 years times the current pounds rate in Nigeria. In Nigeria, if I'm correct, I think it's 1035 naira to 1 pound. I'm saying this so that you can know the financial challenge that you will overcome. I'm saying it positively that you will overcome it. Don't miss the global talent visa. Don't let anybody deceive you. This is still one of the best visas for the UK. I'm going to do a video on the current visa proposals. They are trying to reduce net migration. The UK is fighting tooth and nail to reduce net migration. But do you know what? Of all the changes they are listing, none has affected the global talent visa. None. You can bring your dependents as a global talent if you're on the visa. You don't need salary threshold. No. You don't need to secure a job. No. The only thing that has affected all the visas is the IHS. And it's because they need money for the NHS. So now you need one, plus give me the naira for 1035 per year for 5 years and the current rates. Anybody please, I need it in the chat. For those of you in Nigeria, you will know better. If you're in Nigeria, give me the naira equivalent for 1035 for 5 years, because you're going to pay that for each of the year for 5 years. If you don't pay for 5 years, they won't process your visa. In fact, they will put it there. So you must send in 1035 times 5 first. That's what you're sending. So give me the naira equivalent of 1035 times 5 for the rates in naira. Okay, that is Malawi, right? In Malawi currency, it's 10.9 million. I need the Nigerian version of that currency. It's a lot of money, my brother. It is. It is a lot of money. So that is why I'm emphasizing this. But we are not going to be dissuaded by the money. We are not. I need the Nigerian equivalent for 1035 times 5 times the current black market rates for naira. Is it 5.2 million naira in Nigeria? I don't know. Is that Nigerian naira? Is 5228263 Nigerian naira? Please confirm. And let me know the rate you are using. I will pause now and wait for your comments. Only 2 people are commenting. What is going on? 3 people. What about the rest? I will start mentioning your names, oh. I have 14 people. What is happening to the rest? What's going on? What's happening to the rest, people? Are you not enjoying this? Is it boring? Why are we all keeping quiet? Okay, what's official? You can't get official rates in Nigeria. You will need the black market rate because the government will not sell you naira. Or they will not sell you pounds. They won't. They won't. The last time I checked, it was 1,000 and maybe 30 naira for 1 pound. Let's do the maths. Let me use my phone. Since you are not too much money, we have to go to the UK. That is the truth. But you know, like I said, there are 240 countries in the world. To be honest, okay, 110. Okay, let me do the maths. To be honest, you can go to any country you want. You can go to any country you want. Any country, not just the UK. So don't feel compelled to go to the UK. No. That is not the essence of this. Don't feel compelled to go to the UK. Alright. So I'm having 1,010 naira to a pound. If I multiply that by 1035, so you need 1045 350 for each of the year. Multiply that by 5. Okay, I'm having 5226780. Remember, you have to add charges. So let's just say 5.4 million. So if you have 5.4 million naira, you can pay for your IHS for 5 years. The visa fee itself is 192. Okay, so you have to pay that with the visa fee. The visa fee is 192 pounds. It's cold. It's really, really cold here. My legs are freezing. Give me a moment, please. My legs are freezing. My legs are freezing. Please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Jesus. Are you saying that the exchange rate is 1320 naira to a pound? No. No. Black market? Oh, that's Nigerian. Wait. Let me hear from my Nigerian brother. Okay, thank you. I've adjusted. It's really cold here. My location is doing 6 degrees. It's really, really cold. Yesterday we were 3 degrees. 2 days ago, it was negative. Thank you. Please. Jesus. Are you saying 1320 naira to a pound? Please, I need that confirmation. I'm looking at the comment section. Thank you, sir. I'm staying warm. It's freezing. My legs are freezing. I had to sit on the bed. I was on the table before. I ran away. I needed to cover my leg. It's freezing. I tell you, brother. 1320 naira to a pound? Jesus. So that means it's going to cost almost 7 million. Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. Okay. I know fingers. Wow. 1 pound to 143. Is that 1,430? Because you wrote 143. Is it 1,430? Because it can't be 143 naira. On word remit. Please, Auntie, let me clarify what you typed. Auntie, please clarify what you typed. Is it 143 naira, which I know is not, it's not possible. Maybe you want to type 1043. Ah. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. You guys are blowing my head with this exchange rate. 1,480. This is more than twice the price I changed it June 2022. I was still changing at 620, 630, 625. Okay. This is the toughest part of this visa. I'm not going to lie to you. I told you what I did. I sold my house. I sold property to raise this money. Those who know me will tell you I'm not bluffing and I'm not lying. I put my house on the market and I used that to collect money from a person. I released my documents. That was when the person knew I was serious. Yes. Because when I calculated the IHS, I knew that if I don't do something drastic, I will be stuck in Nigeria. I was not ready to miss my endorsement. I was not. I put my property on the market with my documents. I told the person, this is my document. This is my house. This is my land. I need the money. Because I don't borrow money from people, so they were shocked. I said I need this money. Because they were very close to me, I told them what I needed the money for. I got the money from 2-3 people. From 2 people, not even 3, 2. I got the money from 2 people in addition to the one I had. Okay, you will get the completed stream after. Don't worry. It's live, so once I'm done, you will get it. Just come to my page and watch it. You'll see it. Yeah, thank you. All right, you'll see it. Don't worry. So I put my properties on the market. I have a car, but I could not sell the car because I needed the car for mobility. So I couldn't sell my car. But I sold everything sellable to raise my money. So this is what I will tell you. I'm not going to tell you to do anything stupid or silly. But I'm telling you what is ahead after you have gotten the endorsement. If you don't pay for the IHS, they will not process your visa application, which is the stage 2. Honestly, they won't process it. They won't process it. So start thinking at the back of your mind. Start thinking positively. I have always been a positive thinker, always. So even if something wears me back down, I rebound quickly. I stand up quickly because I easily motivate myself. So have the attitude of self-motivation. Begin to think, if I get the endorsement today, how will I raise the IHS? Because it's there. You have to pay for 5 years. Okay, the figure for the dependent I did for my daughter. The visa for the IHS for the dependent has also been increased. I don't have the current figure. But for children under, I think, 16 years, it was £424. But now, I don't have the figure because it has gone up too. I don't have the figure, but I'll look up for it. Okay? I'll look it up. It has also gone up. But it was 424. I paid for my daughter, and I paid for 5 years for her. So if you are bringing in your dependents, you are going to pay them. You are going to pay for each of them 5 years. So I did for myself. Because I didn't want to leave my daughter behind. She's the only child God has given me. I said, look, if I'm flying, she goes with me. I did everything within my power to do for my daughter. Whether you get a job, of course. I'm going to talk about your job, your eligibility. They will look for you. They will, in fact, once they know you have the right to work, honestly, and they know you hold a global talent visa, my brother, you will find work. Write it down. You will. I will get there in a moment. Okay? So, now let us go to peer review, which I used. Let's go to peer review. If you want to package your application under peer review endorsement, listen to what I have to say. Because I use the peer review. For the peer review, good. If you're still on the PhD program, good, because you have your route. You are going to use the exceptional promise route. So wait for it. Very good. So if you're a PhD candidate, okay, no. The PhD exceptional promise is for those early bird. No. So if you're still on your PhD, you have to finish your PhD. Let me correct myself. If you are still on your PhD, you have to finish your PhD. Okay, but I want you to listen so that you can know what you can do to get the visa. I'm happy you're on your PhD. £1,700. What's £1,700? What figure is that? Please let me know what figure you're talking about. So if you're on your PhD, very good. So listen to your prospects. Know that you have a visa that needs you. You have a visa that needs you. Okay, the global talent visa is for PhD holders, and you're on your PhD. So ahead of you is your prospects of coming to the UK. Okay, so good. Let me know the program you are doing for your PhD. Now, listen to the documentation that you will need for the peer review. And from the name, I know most of you write articles. So when they say peer review, it means the people in your field are going to review your application. Now listen, this is how it goes. I read economics. I have a PhD in economics. I packaged my endorsement application and I sent it to the British Academy. Oh, you are talking about the... No, but that figure is wrong. It's 524 plus 192 plus 1035 times 5. The 1035, you have to multiply it by 5. So, my brother, 1727 is wrong. Let me give you the figures again. 524 plus 192 is the cost of the visas. Stage 1 and stage 2. Then IHS is 1035 times 5. Then you can add all together. So do it again and please give us your figure. Thank you for that. So I'm waiting for your final figure. It is 524, not 500. Please correct that. 524 is the payment for stage 1. 192 is a visa for stage 2. 1035 times 5 is the IHS payments that will go with your second stage application. So kindly do that your arithmetic again and give us the final figure in pounds. Those are all in pounds. So give us your figure in pounds. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, listen to the documentation for peer review. You must have a PhD holder, so make sure you have your PhD certificates already. Or you have maybe a letter to show that you have your PhD certificate. But I will honestly advise you to have PhD certificates with you. They don't need you to send the original. Just do a scan copy or a photocopy and attach. So a PhD certificate is more believing than a statement of result. So start applying to get your PhD certificate from any university you attended. I'm telling you what you need to do now. That is the correct figure. Thank you. Thank you. Is it? I'm going to tell your student that their teachers don't know their maths. I'm saying 5891. I'm saying 5981. Which one is the correct one? Because I can't begin to validate. But definitely some students need to come and see their teachers. So who is right, who is wrong? Is it 5891? I need a third person to clear this fight. I need a third person to settle this mathematical differences. I need a third party to clarify. I need to tell your students, come and see your teacher. So okay, you corrected it. Thank you. You've not corrected it. So is it 5891 or 5981? I need a third party. My PhD. I need some. Why are we all keeping quiet? What's going on? I will stop talking. No. Only 2 people are commenting. What's going on? Okay, 5891. Okay, 5891. Okay, thank you, my brother. My brother from that. Okay, mistyped. Okay, your sins are forgiven. Go and sin no more. Okay, my brother from Najas has doubled in. Okay, all right. So you see now, 5891 is not a joke. I need one more thing. Let me put that in Nigerian naira. Let me put that in Malawi currency. Let's know what we are up against. If you're in Pakistan, put it in your Pakistani currency. If you're in India, from India, put it in your currency. Let's know how much we need in your currency. Let's know how much we need in your currency. 5891 pounds. How much is it in naira? How much is it in Malawi? How much is it in India? How much is it in Pakistan? If you're hearing me, please put that figure in the comment section. That is to tell you what you will need for this entire application. For you as a person. For you as a person. So this is what you'll be looking for. Wow. In Pakistan, it's 21. It's 2 million. It's 2.1 Pakistani currency. Yes, my sister, I need that in naira. How much is 5891? Oh, yes, for you, one person. Honestly. In India, 6.2 million Indian rupees. I don't know the economic stratification in India, but I know that is a lot of money. I know it's for you. I know. 6.2 million Indian rupees by all standard. It's not cheap. So in naira, no, you need to add all the visas too, my brother, giving me 5.3 million. That's not correct. We are looking at 5891 pounds. Multiply that, change it to naira for me, please. 6.17 Indian rupees. It's no joke. That's 6.2 million. I need the naira for 5891. What is it? What is the naira version? My sister, help me with the naira version. You see, in Malawi, 12.4 million. One person. That is for you as the principal applicant. My sister is giving me 8.4 million. That's 8.5 million. One person. I'm trying to open your mind so that you can know what you are up against. And I will also use that to tell you the lowest salary you can get if you are coming into the academic system in the UK. You will now decide, is this worth it? We'll get there. You will now decide, is it worth it? Please help me to share this live stream. You are not sharing now. Come on. And I'm not seeing the support. I'm not seeing the love and like. I'm not seeing the love and like. Come on, give me some love. Give me some like. In Nigeria, 5.9 million, 6 million approximately. Stop using official rates. It's misleading. Please, no. My Nigerian fellows are right here. There is no official rates. We all go to black markets. That's the truth. Don't give official rates. It's black markets. You won't get it from the official rates. Honestly, sir. So just look for black market rates. I did everything in black market. That was even last year. Today, you see, the story it has not changed. Everything I processed by myself I was going to the malams, Hausas. Everything. Nothing was done. 8.8. Now you are talking. So let people know what they are up against. Now you are talking. You can't get anything from official. No. You have to go through the black markets. It's black markets. You know. Please help me to share this stream. Please. Don't be stingy with your with your shares and with your likes and with your love. Help me now. Lend me this one. Guy, I just told you what I did. I sold assets. I sold property. For those who know me, they will tell you. I sold it. I told them I'm not building again. Give me money. I gave them my documents. Okay. So, back to the requirements for peer review. Make sure you have your PhD certificate because you have to show the evidence. You have to attach a copy. I'm not sure whether they will take your statement of results. I don't know. Maybe. But I still believe that you having a certificate is more credible than you having a statement that you're a PhD holder. Okay? Hey, my sister is on board. I'm not going to call your name. She's here. Way back in Sussex. Welcome on board. Okay, I'll use Sussex to identify you. And nobody knows you attended Sussex. But they will know who I'm talking about. Since you just came in. Alright, you need information is power. Thank you. Get the information. Okay? So, you need a total of, let me put the figure again. You need a total of £5,891 for this. £5,891 is what you need currently to fill in your global talent visa application as the lead applicant. So write it somewhere. It's not cheap, but it's still the cheapest of all the visa routes. Go and check. It's the cheapest. So get your PhD certificate to prove that you have a PhD. Number 2, you must be an active researcher, meaning that you are writing papers. Okay, and that brings me to, sorry, it's cold here. I'm sorry. And that brings me to the fact that you must have an ORCID number. ORCID. If you don't have an ORCID number, which is the number that identifies every researcher, make sure. No, you can't lose money. No. 100% you can't lose money. You know why you can't lose money? You don't need a third party. You don't need an agent. You do it yourself. You can't lose money. I said it before. You don't need an agent. This is a visa that you do not need an agent. So the risk of losing money is 0. Okay? So you can't lose money. So make sure you get your ORCID number. ORCID. the number that identifies every researcher. If you don't have your OSID number, go to www.osid.org and get your number free of charge. You know why I'm emphasizing this? You need to put that OSID number on your CV, because they will click on it and they will see your publications. If you have a Scopus number, put your Scopus ID. If you have Google Scholar, put it on your CV. They will click on those links to see your papers. They want to see how active you are in research. The UK does not joke with research. Okay? So you need OSID number. They didn't tell me this. I'm just using my head. Because if you want to know whether Ngozi is an active researcher, where will you go? You go to my Google Scholar. You will go to my Scopus. You may go to my Publum. If you have a Publum number, put it there. You will go to my OSID and click to verify whether my papers are there. I'm going to mention those things again. OSID, make sure you have your OSID number. If you have Scopus, you have a number, put your number there. Google Scholar, put your link. Publum, put your link. Which one again? ResearchGate, I don't know whether they're good about it. At least they can see your papers on ResearchGate. Put it there. How many research papers should we have? They didn't say. Honestly, they didn't say. But put as many as you have. When I applied last year, I had about 52 papers. I put everything on my CV. And I'm going there. I put everything on my CV because they are after your research quality. UK does not joke with research. So don't get too rattled up. Yes, put it there. Where do I mention this on my CV? Good question. I did my own in such a way as you can just click and download UK templates. Okay, so I did my own in such a way that my heading after my name, I just put my links after my name, email address, the rest after my name, email address, the rest are my links. First line heading, so you can, even if you are blind, you will see it, because that is my selling point. My OSID, ResearchGate, LinkedIn, Scopus, Publon, the links that Google Scholar, they are there. Click anyone, you see my papers. They want to see how active you are. How many papers they did not mention. Okay, quality, quantity, put everything. It doesn't matter. Okay, let me say it again. Quality, quantity, put everything. Put everything. If you know you have more than my own, if you know you have more than 50, you can just put papers you wrote from year 2020 to date. Put it there. Me, I didn't have plenty. I didn't have plenty. I've been writing since 2017 thereabout. When I applied, I had about 50 papers. I put everything there. Everything. Everything I put there. And they can verify. If they go to my Google Scholar, they will see them. If they go to my Scopus page, they will see them. Because they won't call you on the phone. They will look at those links. They will look at those links. And they will not only believe what you type on your CV. It is those links that will verify. That is why you need the OSID number. So if you know you are just publishing and you don't have OSID number, you are cheating yourself. Hear me and hear me well. ResearchGate is fine, but you need OSID number. Do you even know why you need the OSID number? Do you know? The OSID number identifies you from anybody bearing an exact name like your own. It's like a matriculation number. It's like your student number. In a university, okay, look at your students, for example. 2 people can be bearing the same name. Yes or no? Let me hear your responses. Let me hear your responses. We are all teachers. Most of us are 2 teachers. Have you come across any 2 students having identical names in your life? Maybe not now, but in your life. Just put yes or no. Yes, people can bear identical names. Exact. Let me just say yes or no. Thank you, my brother from Nigeria. Somebody somewhere can be bearing your exact name combination. I won't call out your name. That is why you need the OSID number to separate DO from another DO. Thank you, yes. Thank you, my brother. So if you are a researcher, hear me and hear me well. I will answer your question. Get your OSID number. I'm not even joking about this. So if you don't have your OSID number, as you are hearing me, get your phone or whatever you are using, minimize, and go to www.osid.org. Thank you, that is it, OSID. Somebody has written it down, so let me put that www.osid.org. That is the link so that people can click on it. It is free, you are not paying a kobo. Get your OSID number today. Put it on your CV. And go to your OSID account and upload all your papers. Do it before you start this application, so that you don't shoot yourself in the leg. Okay? So, you need a 3-page CV, A4, not more than 3 pages. Somebody said, if I publish only 2 papers in an international journal and the rest were published anywhere, of course, I just said it. International journal, local journal. Thank you. Somebody, good. Oh, you guys are wonderful. I'm happy that the people who are hearing me today are people that understand. The OSID is a 16-number digit. Oh, my brother, thank you. Somebody put the link itself. Please click on that link and get your OSID number. Do it today. Do it right now. Do it this minute. The OSID number is given free of charge, so that if anybody is having the same name as yours, it is the number that will identify you. Atmospheric physics, good. Once you finish your program, your endorser will be the Royal Society. Atmospheric physics. Royal Society will endorse you. So start writing papers, get your OSID number, and look ahead and tell yourself, I will get this visa. You have to be optimistic. Put on your optimism button. Look for your optimism cap and tell yourself, now I know what it takes. I'll get the global talent. Anybody can get the visa. Anybody. Okay? Your CV, 3 pages. Not more than 3 pages. A4. Not front and back. Oh. A4. Okay? Make sure that all your papers, as much as can enter your CV. You hear me? Because it's your endorser you are sending it to. Should we tell what kind of research links? No. Like I said, I love this question. See, there is no right and wrong way, but we know those links that make sense. Google Scholar, don't joke with it. OSID, don't joke with it. Scopus, don't joke with it. Those 3 must be on your CV. Let me mention the Ampublon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody has just commented. OSID, it must be on your CV. Scopus ID, don't joke with it. Publon is your Web of Science. Do not joke with Publon. In fact, Publon will pull your papers from Scopus. Honestly. Google Scholar, don't joke with it. LinkedIn ResearchGate, those are supplementary. They can decide to go there and see how professional you are. So that settles to the fact that if you have a LinkedIn page, go and make it professional. In the sense that your summary heading, okay, good. So, okay, let me talk about LinkedIn. For your LinkedIn, go and redo your summary heading. You can use my own LinkedIn profile as an example. It's not the best, but it's good. You can check out my LinkedIn page. Is Bosede Ngozi Adeleye. Look at how my header is. Go down and look at my publication. Add your recent publications. On my publication, I have about 70 papers on LinkedIn. Maybe 70. I spent like a weekend to put my papers on LinkedIn. Because you know why? That is where professionals go. And hear me, they will check your LinkedIn page. Whether you are a PhD candidate, whether you have finished your PhD 2 years ago, or you are a prolific researcher. Here, they will check your LinkedIn page. So go and redo it. Check my profile. It's simple, but look at my heading, look at my name, look at the way I did it. Look for a good picture. Don't use the picture that you are frowning. Don't go and start frowning. They will say you are not happy. Look for a picture that shows, how beautiful, how handsome you are. Put it there. Redo your summary head and wait for God to do the rest. Do the packaging. On your research gate too, make sure that your papers are there. Use a good picture. International conferences, you can put them. I put them in my CV too. You can put them on the last part, but your papers first. The emphasis is on active research. And by my own understanding, active research is publication, peer-reviewed papers. I may be wrong, but we don't. The way we interpret is different. Okay. Somebody is saying my CV is nearly 14 pages. What to do with it? Boss. Okay, they want 3 pages, right? They want 3 pages. This is what I did. My own first page, I made sure, what did they really need from me? They need my name, educational background, work experience. I made sure that I tried to put them 1 page. You see the remaining 2 pages, they were my papers. So do the same. It must not be more than 3 pages. Put your biodata. They don't need your date of birth. They don't need your gender. Do not put your date of birth. Do not put your gender on your CV. Hear me and hear me well. Do not put your local government. Do not put your state of origin. No, they are not interested. Country, yes, you can put your country. Nigeria, Pakistan, India, Somalia, Malawi. That's it about your country, nationality. Do not put your date of birth. Do not put your gender. Do not put how many children you have. Do not put whether you are married or widowed or single. They are not interested. Don't put it. Don't put it. So, you can put your biodata on page 1, as many as they can enter. Once your page 1 is filled, it's okay. Page 2 and 3, put your papers. Put your papers. Because that is what your endorser is interested in. Is this an active researcher? And if for instance, maybe you have 100 papers, right? That is why you need those links. They will go to your link and verify. Because they know that your CV cannot contain all the papers that you are having. They know. Your peers are reviewing you. Come on, guys. Your peers are reviewing you. So maybe you have 100 papers. And page 2 and 3 can only take 50 papers. Leave it at that. You see those links, they will check. When they go to your research gate, they will see you have 102. If they go to your Publon, they will see that Publon has captured 95. If they go to Scopus, they will see that Scopus has recorded 100. So they know that you have more papers than you put in your CV. My brother, are we okay with that? So don't be worried about you having 14 pages. Page 1, your biodata. And again, don't put your date of birth. They are not interested. Don't put your gender. They are not interested. Don't put your marital status. They are not interested. I'm talking about your CV. They are not interested. It may be on the application portal. I don't remember. Maybe it was there. But on your CV, don't put this. Don't put my Nigerian colleagues. They are not interested in your state of origin. They are not interested in your local government. Your country is enough, if at all. Should a country even be there? I don't even know. I don't know whether country should be there. I don't remember. Because right now in my current CV, country is not there. I'm being honest. Country is not on my CV. I wish I could show you here, but it's going to mess up my setting. Country is not on my CV. Age is not on my CV. I removed that a long time ago when I watched somebody's webinar and they told me, Ngozi, remove this rubbish. I removed them. Okay. Publication profile must be detailed in your CV. Yes. Your page 2 and 3. If you have conferences, you can put them below the papers. Maybe to fill the spaces. That's fine. But you need those publication links on your first page so that they can go and check. They can go and check. Publon, Scopus, Bosede, LinkedIn, ResearchGate, Google Scholar. Put the links on your header, your first page. Let them know this is me. This is my research me. You want to know about me? Click on. They will click on it. Come on, forget. They endorse us now. They need to endorse you, so they will do that. You need a statement of purpose. The same statement of purpose you wrote when you wanted to enroll your PhD. Just tweak it around. What will you write there? What you intend to contribute to the UK research community. Don't let your statement of purpose exceed 1 page. Maybe maximum 1.5 pages. I think mine was just a page. I don't remember. People ask me for statement of purpose. I tell them you can do it yourself. Nobody taught me statement of purpose. So that's why I refuse to give anybody a statement of purpose. You know why? Put in something for yourself. It's not everything somebody's giving you templates. Download the template online and edit it. There are so many templates online. Just type statement of purpose. You will download and just edit it. Edit it for this visa. Okay? So you need a statement of purpose. And from the heading, what is your purpose for trying to get this visa? Tell them what you have and what you can do. Tell them your research area. Tell them your research specifics. You can summarize some of the papers that you have done. I'm not saying reproduce your CV, no. But tell them your research area. If you have attended conferences, tell them. If you are a part of a research group, tell them. Okay? If you have any affiliation to any foreign institution beyond your local institution, you can indicate. If you have any membership to any UK research community and what you do, what you bring on board, put it in the statement of purpose just to give them an idea of who this person is, so that when he or she comes into the UK, he or she will not be a liability. Now, you need 2 recommendation letters. Before I tell you my own story about how I got around this, you need 2 recommendation letters. The first recommendation letter must come from an eminent UK citizen who is familiar with your research. Please write it down. In fact, I have 8 videos already that have splashed all over the internet on this matter, on UK Global Talent. It's on TikTok, it's on this my CrunchEconometrix page, it's on my Bosede Ngozi Adeleye profile, it's on my CrunchEconometrix Facebook page, it's also on my CrunchEconometrix YouTube channel. All the 8 videos are there. I'm just repeating what I've said in those videos because people are telling me to do a live even after those videos. I didn't want to do it, but I just had to. The pressure was too much. So here I'm even having just 12 people. No problem. At least I'm happy people came. And I'm happy that those who came will get something, something cogent from here. So statement of purpose, you need it. So let's go to recommendation letters. You need a recommendation letter from a prominent, they put it there, eminent. It was there. And eminent means somebody they can validate. If I'm getting a letter from Professor XYZ, as an example, the British Academy, we want to know how prominent Professor XYZ is to issue me a letter. And if you want to get a recommendation from such eminent person within your field, please try to look for a full professor. Be on the safer side. Get the letter from a full professor. I will give you ideas on how you can get the letter. The second recommendation letter must come from a senior staff of a UK organization. A senior staff of a UK organization should be able to issue you a letter, and that organization must identify with your research area. There are so many organizations in the UK. Organizations are not universities. I'm talking about organizations like Royal Economic Society, the accounting bodies, education body, economics bodies, finance bodies. You know what I'm talking about now? Those bodies, they are organizations. So separate organizations from universities, okay? So they will need you to get a letter from a senior personnel from those organizations. I will also tell you how I was able to get mine. Then you pay the endorsement fee of £524. Okay, so let me list your requirements again for the stage 1 endorsement. Make sure you have your PhD certificate ready. Make sure that you have your OSID number and all the links to put on your CV. Number 3, your CV must be a 3-page A4 paper. Make sure that your publication profile is indicated in your CV. In fact, in your application process, they may even tell you to put in all your publications on that portal. So you can use the opportunity to put all the papers that you are not able to put on your CV. Okay? Then make sure you have your statement of purpose ready. I think you are even going to upload that or just copy and paste. So make sure that you have drafted something for your... I will answer your question in a moment. So make sure that you have drafted your statement of purpose. Okay? Then make sure that you have the recommendation letters ready, because you are going to upload them. So whoever is going to give you recommendation letters will send them to you. You'll be the one to upload those letters. Okay? So they will need to stamp it, they will need to sign it. It must be on their letterheaded papers, then they will send it to you. You as the applicant will attach the recommendation letters to your application and upload it. I forgot to mention that if you are an early bird PhD holder, maybe between the first year and 5 years. So if you're a PhD holder within 5 years, they count you as an early bird. Okay? So if you don't have much publications or much experience, you will need to attach an existing fellowship that you have. Okay? That is the difference between anybody applying for exceptional talent and exceptional promise. So make sure that you have documents to show that you have an existing fellowship if you are still an early bird researcher. So that means you don't have much publications like an experienced researcher. Okay? Then you pay your endorsement fee of £524. If you don't pay the endorsement fee, they will not process the application. Package all those things together, send your application, and I'm optimistic you will get the endorsement. The endorsement period is maximum 5 weeks. Maximum, you will get a response from your endorsing body. Let me answer this question. Could you please share your experience? I will. I said it. I'm not going to hold back any information. I said it. My experience is coming after I've given you the information about the global talents. I will tell you my experience. No doubt about it. Okay. So once you secure your endorsement, let's assume everything goes well and you get your endorsement within 5 weeks, you are to process the visa stage 2 within 90 days. So within 90 days, I'm sure they gave such a time because they know you have to look for the money for the IHS. That's why they gave 90 days. Okay? So you have to pay your immigration. Sorry. I apologize. It's very cold here and everywhere is freezing. I'm sorry. So once you get the endorsement, you need 90 days to file in for stage 2. If you don't file in within the 90 days window, you will lose the endorsement, and I'm sure you don't want that to happen. You don't. And I'm sure they also gave the 90 days window because they know that the IHS money is a lot. And look at what we calculated here, is a lot. So please do everything you can to raise the IHS fee. It is now £1,035 per year, and you have to pay for 5 years. 1,035 pounds per year, and you have to pay for 5 years. What they did was to increase the IHS by 66%. When I did mine, it was £624. Effective April next year, it will increase to £1,035 per year. And because the Global Talent Visa is a 5 years visa, you are mandated to pay for 5 years. So multiply £1,035 times 5. Then you send it with the visa. The visa fee is £192. When I did mine, honestly, I got my visa in 7 days. I tell you, I got my visa. Let me use the right word. I got my visa in less than 7 days. The visa is just for formality. The endorsement stage is the most critical part of the global visa application. Once you can get your endorsement in your pocket, your visa is as good as given. Once you can pay the IHS. Okay? And make sure you have your valid international passport. So if your passport is expired, start your renewal process. Make sure you have your valid passports ready. Okay? So don't have your endorsement and you realize you have 2 months left on your visa. In fact, in my country, if your passport is 3 months to expiration, you can renew. So don't wait till your passport expires. Look at your passport date. Go and dig up your passport and look at the date. Is it 3 months or 2 months? Put it for renewal so that you can have a valid passport when you want to put in for those visa. All right. The moment we are all waiting for is here. Okay, I think I've covered everything. Now to tell you my story, how I got the Global Talent Visa in 7 weeks. You can still be dropping your questions. I will try to respond as much as I can. And let me look at the shares. How many people have shared? You are not encouraging me with your share now. Come on, what's going on? And you're asking questions, but you're not sharing. I can only see 5 shares here. What's going on? Encourage me by sharing now. Encourage me by sharing. You guys are not sharing, no. 6 shares. Come on. Encourage me. Now I'm scrolling back and forth. Okay, thank you for the reactions. I can see 20 likes and love. Not bad. I wish I can get 20 shares too. Instead of having 6 shares. Come on, what's going on? Are you not getting value? If you're getting value, then you should share. Sharing is caring, remember? Don't keep this information to yourself. Don't let's be stingy now. Come on. Why are we not sharing? What's going on? What's happening? Is anything the matter? Why are you not sharing? Maybe I should pause the live stream and be asking you, why are we not sharing? The person asking me about valid passport, why are you not sharing? The person who asked me how to get a recommendation letter, why are you not sharing? I'm looking at the share button and I can see only a few people's name. What's going on? You can't be asking questions you are not sharing now. How will you encourage me? Why now? We can do better. We can do better. What's going on? What's going on now? Why are we not sharing? You don't need marital status, my brother. Just get your valid passport. They are not bothered about your change in marital status. Just have a valid passport at the point of applying for this visa. That is what they care about. Whether you are married before, you are now divorced, or you are married and unfortunately you are widowed, nobody cares. They want to just see your valid passport. That's all. Your valid current passport. I can't answer any question about your renewal. Look at your passport, look at the dates, and just go for your renewal. That's it. Whether your status have changed does not matter. What the UK government wants to see is that so and so person's passport is valid. Your marital status is of no concern to anybody. Hear me. Your marital status is of no concern to anybody. What they want to see is that your passport is valid, that your passport is current. Whether you are single, you are married, you are widowed, you are divorced, zero consequences. So don't lay too much emphasis on that. Make sure your passport is valid, pure and simple. Okay? I hope that is correct. The people asking me questions are not even sharing this link, and I'm asking, why now? Why are you not sharing? Okay, my experience. I started my application for the Global Talent Visa mid-May of last year, and I used the peer review routes. Before I started my application, I made sure I have my PhD certificates already. I have it already. And I also make sure before I started, I had my PhD certificate, I had my 3-page A4 done, and I made sure all my links are on the first page of my header. After my name, my email address, my current affiliation, make sure you put it. University of so and so, Lagos, Nigeria. University of so and so, Pakistan, Lahore. So and so, somewhere India, Malawi. They will need your current affiliation. They want to know where you are. Okay, they want to know your umbrella. Okay, so put your email address. I think I put my personal email address. I didn't use my university email address, so you can use your personal Gmail. Is allowed. I played safe, so I didn't use my university email. I didn't want anything to come into my university email because they are being monitored. So I didn't want anything to go wrong. Okay, so you can do the same. Put your personal email address, but put your current affiliation. Okay, they want to know your university, they want to know your institution. First page. Okay, what else did I put? I put all my links. As I said, get your OSID number. Don't joke with your OSID number. I put my Scopus ID. I put my Google Scholar link. I put my OSID ID. Yes, Scopus ID. I put Scopus ID. I put my OSID number. I put my Google Scholar link. I put my LinkedIn link, my ResearchGate link. I think I put Publon. I'm not sure. At least I put enough links that can validate and verify my research profile, so that anyone they click, they will see my papers. So if you have more papers than I had, don't worry. Put as many as can enter your CV, but make sure that you go to those links and you update your papers before that day. Don't cheat yourself and don't shoot yourself in the leg. Create a weekend or any day that you are less busy and work on your research profile. Your research is your life. Your research is your identity. Don't see it as work. Update your CV too. Anytime I publish a paper, the first thing I do is to update my CV. First thing. In fact, I have a paper now that has been accepted. I can't even wait for them to send me the agreement for me to sign. Once the paper is published, the first document I update is your CV. Do the same. Put your earliest paper first. So once I update my CV with a new paper, I now begin to go to my links. You don't need to update it on Scopus. You know, automatically Scopus will update. And depending on the research agreement with ResearchGate, you just see the paper already in your research profile, but it doesn't work for all articles. So most times I go to my research profile and I update it. You know, Google Scholar, automatically Google Scholar will pick your paper. I don't know where you don't pick it from. So don't ask me about Google Scholar. All I know is that if I go to Google Scholar, my papers are updated. But you know you can also manually update your Google Scholar. I know you can. But in my own case, somehow, it's kind of updated with my latest paper. So go to your Google Scholar and also update it manually if it's not capturing. Another database is REPEC, REPEC. So if you have a REPEC profile, you can put your link, your REPEC link. REPEC is also credible, okay? So I just remember, I didn't use REPEC. I didn't use REPEC. So you can put your REPEC link there. Publon. Publon will automatically pull papers from Scopus and Google. No, it will pull papers from Scopus and Bosede. So you don't need to manually update Publon, okay? It will pull it. So make sure you have those links updated. Don't get slack about this. The endorser will do due diligence to be sure that this person is actively researching. Okay? So I was able to update all my links. I put enough papers in my CV. You see all those biodata, I just put the basics. I didn't talk too much because I knew the endorser is interested in my publication. That's all. They want to know how many papers does she have. So try to put your recent publications first. 2023, make sure you have all your 2023 first. 2022, next. 2021, 2020. If the 2 pages are filled at the back, nothing can come in. Leave it like that. But make sure that your earliest publications are captured. Don't start from 2010. No. Start from your most recent. I'm talking about your second page and third page because your CV must not be more than 3 pages. It's there. I'm not the one saying it. It's there. I have the link on my page, so go and click on the link. You see the requirements. I'm just emphasizing. 3 pages, A4. Okay. So I had them ready. What else? And like I said, I had my recommendation letters from the 2 recommenders. How did I get the recommendation letters? Now, I got one recommendation letter because I schooled in the UK for my master's 2012. Is it 2012 now? And 2013. No, 2013, 2014. I forgot when I schooled again. 2013. I have my colleague here listening to me. We were in class together. 2013, 2014. And because the condition is that at least the person must be a UK citizen. Eminent or not, me, I don't know. You know. But UK citizen. I schooled in the UK. So I reached out to this person who happens to be my course conveyor, and because I've kept relationship with most of them over time since I left school, once in a while I send emails to those I was close to, and when I saw this chance, I said, well, let me reach out and see maybe 1 or 2. I wrote to 3 of them, 3 different people, full professors. No, I wrote to 2 full professors, and they all accepted, but I was able to stream down, and I got a letter from one of them. Remember, whether they are eminent or not is up to the British Academy, who is my endorser, to determine. All I know is that these people are professionals and they can identify with my research. They can identify with me as an economist. Whether they are into domestic, development economics, international, honestly, to me, it doesn't matter because my publications covers most of the areas in development economics, agric economics, ICT for development, health economics. I mean, I was everywhere. And that was because my focus was on sustainable development goals. And we had 17 goals. So if you're an economist, don't restrict yourself. You can write on any of those goals. If you are a science person, don't limit yourself. You can put your papers on any of those goals. If you're in medicine, the same thing. So SDG was my umbrella for my papers. Okay. So I got a recommendation letter from him, which was the first one that says you must have a letter from an eminent person who is a UK citizen and can identify with you, and the person knows you. And because I schooled there, It was easy. I mean, they taught me for a year. They taught me for a year, so they knew me. The second letter, which must come from a senior personnel of a UK citizen, was kind of a bit dicey, and this was what I did unknowingly. In 2021, I became a member of the Royal Economic Society, RES. I just said to myself, Ngozi, I need to affiliate to a foreign body. I just said to myself one day. So I went online and I typed economic bodies in the UK and America. Because, don't let me deceive you, I've been planning my relocation since 2018. I wrote more than 100 applications. Nobody got back to me. Nobody. So I was thinking of ways to improve myself, to improve my global visibility, for people to know me, in addition to my work on YouTube channel. I just needed people to know what Ngozi could do. So I said, okay, I observe that what is lacking is that I am not affiliated to any foreign economic body. So I went online and I typed economic bodies in the UK and the US, and several bodies, dropped on my screen, and I saw Royal Economic Society. I just said to myself, this one will be good though. So I clicked on it. I read their profile, I read their what they stand for, policy, and I saw join us. That was what I was looking for. Do they take people? So I clicked on join us. I saw their criteria, I saw their conditions. My heart was beating because I was thinking they won't tell me to pay a fee. And I saw the fees to be paid. And they differentiated it. If you're coming from developed country, from undeveloped country, how much you pay. And I saw that for those of us categorized as coming from less developed countries, it was about £34. That was 2021. As at that time, exchange rate in Nigeria was still not that bad. Can't remember how much it was, but it was not that bad as at what I did 2022. So I looked at £34. I think as at then you could still convert naira to pounds from your account. So I just did the conversion. I saw it was what I could pay. So right there, the day I saw it was the day I made my payment, £34. And they sent me a mail that I'm now a member of Royal Economic Society. That was 2021. I became a member. So when it was time for me to fulfill the second recommendation letter, and the condition is that whoever will give me this letter must be a senior member. Thank you for coming on board. The person giving me a wave. Let me know your country. Let me know your academic qualification. And let me know where you saw this link from. Thank you. I acknowledge you. I don't want to mention your name for anonymity, but I acknowledge your wave. All right. So, and I said to myself, this second recommendation letter, who can give it to me? And it was then I remembered that I am a member of the Royal Economic Society. And I've been receiving correspondences from them. As a matter of fact, I renewed my membership early that year. So they have taken my first payment 2021, and they have also taken my second payment 2022. So I now said to myself, Ngozi, Royal Economic Society qualifies as a UK organization. But I don't know anybody high up. I don't. I'm just a floor member. So you know what I did? I went back to the email where they sent correspondence to us. And it is a media unit that sends correspondences. So I emailed the media unit. And I told them I will need the body to give me a recommendation letter to process my UK Global Talent Visa application. That was what I wrote in the email. Not too lengthy, maybe just one paragraph. The title was Request for Recommendation Letter for Global Talent. And in the body, I told them what I wanted. Thank you. I emailed it. I remember I emailed them on a Saturday. By Monday, I got a feedback that the president will reach out to me for more information. I never knew the president, honestly. How can I know the president? I'm right there in Nigeria doing my thing. I just pay my membership due as a member of Royal Economic Society. So I got the email from the media unit that, well, Ngozi, we acknowledge your email. The president of RES will reach out to you for more details. I was very happy. I was very, very happy. I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I was happy. And within a few hours, I got an email from the president of the Royal Economic Society. He introduced himself in the email and asked me again, Ngozi, what exactly do you need this recommendation letter for? And I replied again, and I put the link of the UK.gov visa, the migrant visa link. I put it there. That part of the recommendation for me to process this visa is that I need a recommendation letter from a senior officer of a UK organization. And I put there, and because I'm a due paying member, that is, I pay my dues, and because I'm a due paying member, I feel that the rest should be able to assist me with this letter. Thank you. And before I sent the email, I attached my CV and I said, kindly find attached my CV for your perusal, because it doesn't know me. You that have 14 pages, then my CV was like 10 or 9 to 10 pages. I attached my CV so that he can know who Ngozi is. And you can be rest assured, all my links are on my CV. He doesn't know me. But I need this recommendation letter. So I need to tell him who I am. Apart from the fact that they will check their records to see that Bosede Ngozi Adeleye pays her dues and that she is a member of the Royal Economic Society, I can see a CV. And in the CV, I put my... where did they put them? The people you put in your CV, what did they call them? Is it referee? Yeah, I put my referees at the end of my CV. I have referees in South Africa, full professors. I put my referees in the UK. I didn't put their email address, but I put their name and title. And you know, these days, information is not difficult to get. You can put their short names on the internet and you'll see everything about those people. I did that on Monday. And he said, okay, you responded. I've received your email. I'll get back to you latest Wednesday. Honestly, by Wednesday, he sent me recommendation letter. I got a recommendation letter. The second recommendation letter was from the then president of the Royal Economic Society. Once I got that, I was able to raise money to pay the endorsement fee. As at then, it was about maybe 400 and something. Or is it 524? I'm not sure it was 524. Maybe it was. I can't remember. I raised money for the endorsement fee and I sent it. And within 11 days, honestly, I got the endorsements. Within 11 days. The maximum time for the endorsement was 5 weeks. But I got mine in less than 2 weeks. Now, you may not have schooled in the UK. You may not know any lecturer in the UK. The question most of you are asking, how do I get my recommendation letter? And I will still tell you it is easy. How? You can kill two birds with a stone. You can get the two recommendation letters from two or one source. Let me start with the first one. If you didn't school in the UK, but you have publications, and I know that your publications are not sole author. You are not the sole author of all your papers. At one point in time, you may have written papers with people in different countries. You can use those people to get across professors in the UK. Professors that know the people that you have worked with. that can say, okay, if you know this person, let me see the person's CV, and maybe I can write a recommendation letter. For the second recommendation letter, I will advise you to join a UK body. Honestly, if you're an economist, join a UK body. Go online and look for UK organizations in your field. Accountants, finance gurus, marketing, there are so many bodies out there. Physics, chemistry, biology, accurate sciences, agro sciences. Look for UK bodies and become a member. If you have to pay registration fee or subscription fee or membership fee, pay. I'm advising you. Pay. You know why? You have more to gain from it. You have more to gain. So you can get the 2 recommendation letters. Okay? The first one, even if you don't school in the UK, you can get your recommendation letters from the people that you have written papers with. Okay? Secondly, you can get recommendation letters from being a member of a UK body. People are different. Some may not agree and some may agree. So you have to keep trying. Don't just write to one person and you give up. There are so many people I wrote to before I remembered, why don't you get across to those in Sussex? Many people didn't even get back to me. Honestly. But because these people know me personally, they taught me in class. They responded. So some people will have a cold feet recommending somebody they don't know. Don't take offense. Keep trying. Don't take offense. You will receive several rejects. Buckle up your shoe and move on. Try again. Try again until you get somebody who will say, okay, I can give you the letter. For my level, I can't give anybody a letter. I'm still a junior lecturer trying to move up the ladder. So whoever is going to give you a letter, try to make sure the person is on a professorial cadre. The highest peak. Not associate professor. Full professor. Try to get somebody who is on the full professorial cadre to give you the letter for the eminent citizen. For the senior personnel of a UK organization, it can be a secretary of that organization, it can be the vice president, it can be the president, it can be somebody high ranking, somebody who is authorized to sign on behalf of that body. Like I said, the stage 1 is the most difficult. So that was how I packaged my stage 1. So I'm going to pause now and wait for you to type in your questions regarding stage 1, and I will answer your question before we call it a day. For the stage 2, what I did was that I was able to put in my application within 14 days after I was able to raise the money for the IHS, and I paid the visa fee. Okay? And I got my response in less than 7 days for the visa. In total, my UK migrant visa application took me less than 8 weeks. It took me 7 weeks. 7 weeks. So any questions so far about the global talent visa? You can type in your questions while we wrap up and we call it a day. Thank you so much for joining. I know those watching me are dropping, are reducing. No problem, that is fine. I'm only worried that you guys are not sharing this, and I don't know why. Why are you not sharing? That is the only way you can encourage me. That is the only way you can encourage me, by sharing this. That is the only way you can encourage me, by sharing this. That is the only way you can encourage me, when you share, so that other people, Facebook can use this to share my page. Okay, so that people can benefit on my page. I'm waiting for your questions. I will respond. To you. Encourage me by sharing. I will soon wrap up now. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got something from here, and I hope you'll be encouraged to also give the Global Talent Visa a try. It's a 5-year visa. It's a work visa. It can allow you to bring your dependents. There's no restriction, and you don't need to have any salary threshold or any language threshold. Not at all. Okay. Okay. So I'm waiting for your comments. I'm waiting for your comments. I don't know what I'm doing right here. Something is happening to my screen. What did I do? I don't want to end this live. What's going on? Okay, I can't see you guys again, but I know you're all there. Let me move here and see whether... I don't know what's going on. Okay, I can see my... I can't see myself on this live screen. Tell yourself, now I know what... I can't see myself on this live screen. Okay. Tell yourself, now I know what... Okay. I can't see myself on this live screen. Okay. Okay, somebody's saying, does the IHS be renewed at the same cost every 5 years? Yes. Every 5 years you want to... Every 5 years you want to renew, you have to pay the IHS. Yes, you have to renew. Every 5 years you want to renew, you have to pay the IHS. So you have to pay. If I want to renew, yes, you have to renew. I've messed up my system. If I want to renew, yes, you have to renew. I've messed up my algorithm here. Don't worry. I've messed up my system. If I want to renew, yes, you have to renew. I've messed up my algorithm here. Don't worry. Okay, please bear with me. I'll answer your questions now. So, my brother, you have to pay the same amount every 5 years. Let me just minimize this. I'll just look at the question. Okay, please bear with me. So every 5 years you have to pay the same amount. So if I'm renewing, I have to pay 1035 times 5. That's a lot. So I'm working for that money now, because if I don't pay it, they won't renew my visa and I'll have to leave the UK, which I'm not going to allow to happen. Okay? Somebody's asking, can one use a senior lecturer as a recommender, or it must only be a professor? Well, the idea of using a professor is coming from me, not from the UK government or the endorser. But me, I just feel a professor will have more credibility, more recognition than a senior lecturer. You know what it is now? You know the way academia is. They know how to give themselves respect at that level. So they will accord more respect to a full professor than a senior lecturer. And you that wants the Global Talent Visa, please make sure or try to get a professorial recommendation. It's just my opinion. I may be wrong. My opinion. Another question. What is the best way about going about a recommendation letter from a professor? My sister, I don't even know how to answer that question because I've had very bad experiences. Very bad experiences. There's something we call cold emails. Have you heard about it? If you have heard about cold emails, put it in the comment section. COLD. A cold email is what you send to somebody who does not know you. If you have heard about cold email, please put it in the comment section. I'm watching. Cold email. If you've heard about a cold email, put in the comment section. Put in the comment section. So the cold email is what you send to someone who does not know you, okay? And even when you try to express yourself in a very polite way, telling them what you need, you even go about attaching your CV that shows that you're an active researcher and your CV contains the links. Some of them will not respond. I reached out to so many people on ResearchGate, full professors. Nobody responded when I needed the recommendation letter. This was then I said, okay, let me go back to my Sussex lecturers. And I wrote to two of them, and the two of them agreed to give me the letter. So eventually I got from one of them. So if you're on LinkedIn, try to reach out to professors within your research area. They are there. Send them cold mails, emails. Tell them what you need the letter for. Attach your CV. Put your LinkedIn profile, your link. Put your research profile, ResearchGate. Put your OSID number. Just for them to know that I am visible enough for you to at least stick out and give me a recommendation letter. I hope I answered your question, my sis. Okay? Any more questions for me that I've not covered? Get your statement of purpose ready. Be writing it, be embellishing it, be brushing it, over and over till it gets better. Get your CV ready. Make sure not more than 3 pages. They are very particular about that. Not more than 3 pages, A4. Okay? Make sure that the first page carries your biodata. You don't need to put your age. No need for date of birth. No need for gender. Country. I'm not even sure whether country is needed, honestly. What they need is your affiliation, your email address, any links that they can verify. What else? Your experience, your academic profile experience, your educational profile, the schools you attended. They want to see those. Okay. It's been 2 hours, 18 minutes. I want to say thank you for joining this live stream. And I wish you all the best of luck. I've given you all the information that you need and that I have. To the best of my knowledge, I've not hidden any information from you. And that's it. That's it. Thank you for those who shared. Thank you to those who did not share. I don't know why you didn't share, but I appreciate you. Thank you. Try to follow my page, Crunch Queen Space page. Please follow my page. I will be sharing information about other visas. So even if you don't want to go by the way of the Global Talent Visa, I will still be sharing info. There are so many visas out there that you can qualify. The graduate visa is there. The family visa is there. There are so many visas for skilled workers. I'll be sharing information. I'll be creating. I'm a video content creator. Thank you so much, my brother, for thanking me. Thank you for joining. Even though I've not seen your name since we joined, though. Thank you, sir, for taking time. I've covered a lot, so maybe you'll have time to watch the video of the live stream. And I'll be sharing information about UK migration policies. Don't relent, don't despair, don't let anybody deceive you. The UK needs you. Don't let anybody deceive you. They need us. They need you. They need you to fill the vacuum in the teaching sector. They need you to fill the vacuum in the education sector. If you have what it takes, you will get the visa. Don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let it. It doesn't matter your color, your race, your background. It doesn't matter. I got the visa when I was in Nigeria. You don't need to know anybody. Your CV speaks for you. Your documentation speaks for you. Don't let anybody discourage you, and don't underrate yourself. Don't underrate yourself. The Global Talent Visa is still the easiest way among all the visas. Easiest. I tell you, go and write it down. Easiest. I've studied most of the visas. The Global Talent Visa is still one of the easiest. The only major challenge that I see is the IHS. The money for the IHS. Apart from that, anybody can get the Global Talent Visa. I say it again, anybody. It doesn't matter your country of residence. It doesn't matter where you are from. Again, I got the visa when I was in Nigeria. No third party, no agents, no proof of funds. I did it myself. And I got the visa in 7 weeks. Not 7 months. Not 7 months. 7 weeks. Thank you once again for joining me. And with this, I'm going to end the live stream. Till we'll see you again. Bye and stay safe. Thank you. God bless.